Alright guys, what's up? It's Lettuce Sauce. This is gonna be my first voice tutorial, so I'm not sure how this will go. So I'm just gonna show you how to make YouTube videos, well how I make it. For Elsword or any other game, it really doesn't matter. Except for Void, because this Bandicam does not record on Void. Um so basically what I do is use Bandicam. You could get this free. You could pay for it. It does not matter as long as you have it. Because I think the non-paid version is you can only record 10 minutes, and this is unlimited as long as you have space. So what you're gonna want to do, and I'm gonna just show you my settings on Bandicam because that's all you really need to know. The size. That's basically the size, the dimensions of the video that's gonna be uploaded. The frames per second. People are confused. This is basically what you're gonna output this as. Like the video on YouTube is gonna be 30 FPS. You're not gonna be playing with 30 FPS. It's gonna be higher if you have a good computer. So don't get that confused. The lower that is, the lower the FPS is on this setting, the probably the more higher your FPS is in game. So you could change it to 60 if you have a godly computer and play at full FPS. You could change it lower if you don't have that great computer. I use it because obviously I suck. I suck. Obviously, I have a horrible computer, so this is good for low end. Codec is the you know what the file name is gonna be when you record and drag it to Sony Vegas. That's the editing program I use. I use Motion JPEG because it's good for low end PCs, and the file sizes of the video are actually lower. I believe. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I use Motion JPEG, and sometimes when you go on Xvid, it won't. Well, sometimes if you don't use any, the others don't actually go into Sony Vegas. They give you an error or they show you a green screen. So I use this just to avoid all that. Quality, again, that strains your PC when you record. The higher that is, the more strain it'll have on your PC. The lower that is, the less strain and the more frames per second you have in game. So I use it at 40. To me, there's almost no difference between 100 and 70. So if you want to use 100, I mean, unless you get max frames on 100, I mean, I'll use 70. It doesn't matter. The codec I use for the audio is PCM because again, like more like the codec for the videos, sometimes this won't work. Sometimes MPEG might not work on Sony Vegas. So to avoid that, I just go on PCM. Frequency is the quality of the video. I mean the audio. So the higher that is, same thing. So that's basically it for. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to go to recording priority and go to highest, so the computer can focus on the game and give you higher FPS. And these are just extras. You don't have to do this. Yeah, that's enough of. All right, and if when you're done recording, you're just gonna press the folder icon right here, and this will take you to the folder where all your video is. When you get your video clip, you record a sample or whatever, you're just gonna open up Sony Vegas. When you open Sony Vegas, I believe the first thing you're gonna see is this. Now you could use a template. This is just how the video will see when you render it. Will be seen when you render it, and the previews. Remember the higher. I'm not sure what you have. This isn't how to get the best quality or anything. You could just play around with it. You could just manually insert 1280 by 720. That's what I use because 720p is alright for me. The higher these settings are, the more time rendering will take. What rendering does is it compresses the video file size. So, like I think with Bandicam, I don't know, like a 3 minute video might be like 1 GB. With this, when you render it, it'll be shorter. I mean, it'll be smaller, and it'll give you better quality when you render it. That's basically it. That's the simplest I could put it. You can copy this if you want. This is for low end computers, so it won't it. It's good quality, but it takes a long time. Like I said. So when you get your a video clip, you're just gonna want to drag it. I'm gonna take a random one, and there you go. You can either insert. You can either drag it, or you can just press File, Import Media, or whatever. If you have, I don't know. If you have different formats, I mean different files that you want to import, but media, and it'll take you to whatever. You can just search for it. It doesn't matter. And you could just double click it, and it'll show up in Explorer, I believe. No, it's gonna show up here. Sorry, in Project Media. It's gonna be shown at the video clip right here, where I'm clicking, and I hope it shows. I didn't double check if I use the clicking effect thing. Um, so when it shows here, you're just gonna drag it to the timeline. That's it. This window right here is just shows what media you have currently in the project. Like it's gonna show all the audio, all the text, all the video. Right now we manually did it, so it won't show here. This is only if you use the import button. Um so yeah, this is the preview box. As you can see, you could change the preview quality. The higher this is, the slower the
전개, 전자기 필드 구성.
yeah, you see the lag. Yeah, that's how it is. If you do it on the lowest, it will have every single.
L 크리스탈 전개, 전자.
So I think the higher end your PC is, the better this is. So yeah, I'm just gonna explain simply what all these buttons do on the timeline. I mean, yeah, on the timeline. So this is the video file, the first one. What this rectangle, this track motion thing is. What this does is basically you can manipulate the dimensions. You could zoom it in, you could zoom it out. You could lock aspect ratio if you want. This is good for zooming in on a specific part of the video. So if you wanna, record some trash talking to the text box, that's on the bottom left. So you just want to drag it. You could just move the rectangle there at the bottom left, and there you go. That's where the text box will be. So that's basically it. Okay, zoom this back in. Let's zoom this back out. Sorry. Holy crap, that looks horrible. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm taking so long. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just leave it like this. Where is it? All right, there. Whatever. Yeah, that's basically it. You can move this around. You can move this to the front of the clip. I mean, to the start of the video, to the end of the video. What this next button, it's like a rectangle with yeah, you can see it here on the audio file, on the audio track. It's like a rectangle with two arms. That's what I'm gonna call it. You just click it on a video file, and you get all the effects you want. If you want to make it black and white, let's see. Want to make it black and white? You can just double click it, or you can press Add, OK, and there you go. You can move this around. See if you wanna, if you want to make it a little bit black and white, you can do that to manipulate the colors. But we don't want that. Well, it's gonna be added anyway because I'm too late to take it out. You could click this too. The on the video track is the same button. Same thing. I'll explain what that window was after this. I don't think you need to know that. The X, basically the mute button. It basically just does not show whatever's on this track. So if you just want to see a specific track, when you have multiple video tracks, you can just X this. It doesn't render this either if you have it on. So when you want to render it, you better just take this off. It works on the audio track too, the same thing. I would. You don't really need to know this, but basically for editing, if you want to have like if you can make particles or whatever, you could just put at these are basically the effects of what you could do, so it looks better. I'm not really gonna go too into that. Yeah, the opacity is right here. You could do it two ways. You could either do the the slider, or you could just click on the video track, go to the little, I don't know, is that a trap? I don't know, what do you call it? Well, I don't know my shapes. It's like a little trapezoid. You could just drag it down where it says opacity and gives you the finger. You could just drag it down. You could drag it up. That's how you change the opacity. It's the same thing with the audio track. Drag it down or up. With the audio track, the only difference is, alright, I wouldn't. The only real difference is the volume that you can have on the track. So if you want it to be really loud, which could burst out your speakers, you could just put that at 12. If you want it really low, you could just go to the left side. The pan is basically what speaker will be more prominent in. So if you want it on the right side, right speaker more prominently, you could just slide that up. If you want it to the left, you could slide that up. Slide that left. I obviously just keep it in the center because I don't see why I would, want to be deaf in one ear. All right. Let's say you don't want a certain part of the clip. Let's say you hate this part. You're gonna want to click on the video link, video track. You're gonna want go to where you don't want it. You want the clip. You're gonna want to press S. All right, and it gets split. You see this? Two separate tracks now. All right, and then you're gonna want to go where you want to resume the recording or the video. You just go. I'm gonna just pick a random one. Press S again. Now you isolated the part you don't want. All you're gonna do is click on it and press delete, and there you have it. That part is gone. And if you want to make the what the hell happened here? If you want to make the transitions, how there's gonna be a gap here, and it's just gonna look stupid if you just, yeah. You're just gonna want to drag this or whichever track you want. You're gonna want to go to the left, drag it to the left. You could either just put it right there. It's gonna help you. It's gonna automatically do it. It's gonna fit right there. Or what I do usually is just drag it more to the left or right. It's gonna automatically fade in and fade out. See that? It's a smooth transition. It's not really ugly. That's easy. It's easy. The same works with the starting of the clip. If you want to fade into the video, like the starting of the video, you're just gonna want to. I'm zooming. Take this little the little triangle. You're gonna see that symbol. All you're gonna have to do is drag it to the right, and you're gonna see that line. That means it's gonna take this long to fade in. If you want it to be quick, you could just decrease it. If you want it to be long, you could just increase it. And there you have it. It'll fade in. Same thing with the music or the audio. It's the same thing. Fade in and fade out. Oh, you could do the same thing on the if you wanna fade out. Same thing. Just click that triangle. Drag that triangle to the left. Drag it to the left. There, you see that? You hear that? It fades out. Oh man, I'm kinda thirsty. If you want to do effects like in my video, on my preview video of the tournament, what I did was I pressed soft flash. There's so many you could use. I would recommend soft flash because it's actually kind of pretty. Where's flashing? All right, soft flash. All you're gonna do on this is the same thing as the fading in. Wow, can't talk today. All you're gonna do is drag it. You could play around with it. Just click on the video so you could preview it. Look, it's gonna soft flash it. You could play around with the how much it flashes, what color it flashes in. It does not matter.
엘크
All right, yeah, I don't know why I didn't flash with the color, but I don't have time to play around, make it perfect. But anyway, you're gonna, if you wanted a white flash, let's say we wanted a white flash. This basically, you should drag it forward so the effect lasts longer, or you could drag it to the back and it'll last for like 2 seconds. The longer it is, the more cleaner it'll look. You could do it on the end too. It doesn't matter. Just remember it overwrites the fade in and fade out effect. So yeah. If you want to put video effects, you go to video effects on this. I recommend using this when you first start out because you could preview whatever it is, like how it looks. All you have to do is drag whatever you want to the timeline, to the video, and it'll give you this. Alright, this looks so ugly. Alright, see? This isn't what I use for the colors in my videos. I actually use a more, I don't want to say complicated because honestly it's not complicated, but more advanced, I'm going to say. So if you want to, just play around with it, spotlight it. Look at this. You could just change the intensity, all this. You could play around with it. There's so many effects that that come with it. Come with the default Sony Vegas, so you can just play around with it. What else? All right, so I completely forgot about this one thing. I forgot. Obviously, I completely forgot about the text. The text. So I'm gonna just show you guys on my, on this tutorial thing that I'm making to upload. Basically, you're gonna want to right click the timeline and just press enter text media. You can also just right click because I forgot to put it. I forgot to insert. To tell you that, guys, this you could just right click and insert video track if you want another video track. Sometimes it'll be on the bottom, so you could just drag the big rectangle down if you wanna, just to see the priority of the video. So you should wanna do that. You should wanna right click the top video track, insert text media. You're gonna find whatever that text is. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Click on this. Alright, it's not gonna show right now because I have to edit this, right? Where is it? Yeah, right there. It's gonna show right there. You could change the color. You could change the type of font. You could put the outline. Make it red. I'm just clicking around things. The outline, you can't really see it, but the outline is right there. You could change how the text comes in. You could, on my PvP videos, I do slide left, I believe. What that does is slide to the left. Oh god. Oh no, So yeah, that's basically it. I think. All right, this thing next to the rectangle with the 2 arms on the video timeline is like a square. You could just click it. All right, this is basically what you're gonna see on the screen, like in the preview box or in the video itself. It's gonna be in the default. I think it's gonna be locked aspect ratio, which means no matter what you do to the video, it's gonna be in a perfect rectangle. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't see the difference. Like, I don't really play around with this as much. The only thing I do, where is it? The only real thing I do with this is I make it a widescreen format, as a lot of you can, have seen in my videos. All you're gonna do is hold shift, take one of the ends, the top or the bottom, one of these triangles. I mean triangle. One of these are squares. You're gonna hold shift and drag down twice. 1, 2. There you go. There's your widescreen format. It looks, I don't know. I love this effect. It should look so cool. But that's basically it. That's all you need to know. It takes 2 seconds to do this. So when you're done with this, when you're happy with all your effects, I played around with it. So, what you're gonna do is, if you want a specific part of your video rendered, you're gonna want to click the part between the timeline, the time, and the preview. You're gonna want to drag it. This basically just says what you want rendered. So let's say I want this rendered. Let's just move this over here. Let's say I want this rendered. That's it. Just go to File, Render As, and you're gonna be taken to the. I'm sorry for my preset, but you're gonna be taken to this window. This is how it's gonna look. I'm not sure what files. I mean, what codec YouTube takes. I'm not sure, but I know MP4 is taken. So these are just the presets. If you want to edit one of them, you're just gonna press Customize Template. I forgot what I picked, so everyone is different. If you want it to be more, more better quality, you could just look it up online. What I use, these are my settings. Should remember, the higher these settings are, the more longer it'll take to render. If you want to copy this, go ahead. You could pause the video. The audio, again, same thing with the video. The higher this is, the longer it'll take. When you're done with it, just render. That's it. That's basically, you're almost done. Just render it. Yeah, whatever. When you get this dialogue, please click this, because on longer videos, when you get to 100, it'll stay on 100 for like a good 10 minutes. I'm not sure if that's just me, but sometimes it'll be on there for 10 minutes, and if you don't click that, it will never exit. So you won't be able to know when your video is done rendering. So when you have that click, they'll automatically exit, basically telling you you're done. So let's. Oh, is this it? Yeah, let's check it. Whatever. There you go. Oh my gosh, I try to. All right. There's your video. That's your video. It rendered in HD, and all you gotta do is upload it to YouTube. That's basically it. It's not that hard. Well, to me, it's not that hard. I hope that helped, because this is my first time, and I'm not sure if that helped. But if you have questions, please feel free to ask. I hope I see more videos. I hope you guys can now see that Sony Vegas is not that hard. It's actually real simple. Yeah, so I basically show you the basics of what you need to do to make a video on YouTube. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. I hope. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I might not be making a video for like 2 weeks. I'm editing something, so yeah. Bye, guys.